and Lieutenant Colonel Justin Maxwell.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Real Stage 27.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Aaron Samara.
And I am Lieutenant Colonel Justin Maxwell. And
We are your MC for this Real Stage. Before we start this event, let's introduce you guys to SML1. As you know, SML1 is skills, manners, and life. And we combine that and we can get skills, manners, and life in our daily lives.
You might wonder, what is Real Stage? Real Stage is basically a test or exam where trainees will deliver a speech that they prepared.
Before we start, let's invite our trainees to do a written post-test.
If you're wondering what's that, it's basically a test to test your knowledge about the theories about public speaking.
Don't worry, the materials will be related to the written session, so I believe everyone can do this easily.
So trainees, let's go outside for 10 minutes to take the written post test. Good luck, trainees! Can we turn off the speaker?
Welcome to SML1 Awards 2022. 2021. More than 1,000 arenas were held in a year. Hundreds of trainees from over 40 houses compete in a year-long competition to find the single best house in League of Orators in Orator Society. Hundreds of trainees have put in thousands of hours of hard work, resilience, and constant challenges to deliver the best performances to win in every arena. And now, finally, we reached the finish line, and now it is the time to award those who have dedicated themselves throughout the year to reach the greater heights, not just for themselves, but also for their members. Now, it is time for all of us to give our utmost appreciation to individuals and houses that made a great difference. Today, hundreds of nominees have been selected, and 15 prestigious categorical awards will be given to 15 champions. And the prestigious categories are: Most Active Trainee, Most Creative Trainee, Most Supportive Trainee, Most Improved Trainee, Most Inspirational Trainee, Most Disciplined Trainee, Most Initiative Trainee, Most Favorite Trainee, Best House Leader, SML1 Skill Awards, SML1 Manner Awards, SML1 Life Awards, Skill Manner Life Awards, Top Scorer, Top Houses.
Today we have two of our members here, which are. Hi everyone, my name is Kajalu and unfortunately one of our team members can't make it, which is Sesi, and we are very honored to get this award. And we couldn't get this award if we didn't work as a team. So Jessica, can I ask you, what do you feel after we get this award?
I actually feel very grateful that our hard work actually we get regret doing live projects every single week, 60 live projects to go up and get the second rank. It was really fun actually when we had the classes. We enjoyed a lot, not only as a team but as friends also.
Anything else?
I think that's all.
Okay, how about you?
I actually feel very honored. We always work together when we have breakout room each time. We did not only say what our role is, we also chit chat, gossip about, and how to give others team. We always do that every time. So I guess we really work together as a team. Okay, so thank you for both of you, and we would like to say our motto: bravery, power, and luck are our strength. So, ladies and gentlemen, good luck to all of you out there. SMLONE, making you better you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Memfokuskan Training Competition 2022. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Kenapa pendidikan di Indonesia masih belum maju? Kenapa? Kok bisa? Karena orang berpikiran benar dalam hidup kemampuan Indonesia. And how many people are in Indonesia? Memiliki keahlian apa? Kita tahu sendiri berapa tempat di mana.
Saya adalah salah satu peserta profesional speaking arena. Hari ini saya mengikuti kompetisi. Saya nggak tahu bahwasannya saya bisa menang hari ini karena persiapan saya dari kemarin lumayan hektik karena hampir saja hari ini saya tidak jadi ikut kompetisi karena ada beberapa hal yang tiba-tiba urgent. Hari ini saya ikut kompetisi. Sebelum saya naik panggung itu saya merasa sangat nervous dan hampir lupa dengan apa yang saya persiapkan. Tetapi setelah saya mengikuti lombanya, saya merasa plong dan happy banget. Dulu saya itu orangnya sangat insecure dengan diri saya, tapi setelah saya mengenal SMLONE, saya lebih percaya diri untuk public speaking di depan semua orang. Terima kasih SMLONE, making you better you. Before joining this, I was so nervous. I don't even enjoy this competition. But later on, after I joined SMLONE, I feel like nervous is not a thing. So what I need to do is to practice more.
So, how's the test, everyone? Good or bad, guys?
Okay. Even if you think that it's very good or you think it's very bad, I'd like to say great job, everyone.
Okay, now let's invite our dear judges. Now invite our dear judges that will give us feedbacks.
Our first judge today is someone who is well known for his debates. So now, let's welcome Miss Cecilia Adriani.
Now, our second judge for today is someone who is known as a very kind teacher in SMLONE. Let's welcome Miss Christy.
Now, before we tell our house rules, let's play a game.
So we have two games for today, and we will let you guys choose one. So we have just choose right or left. Right or left.
Right or left? Choose one.
Choose one.
Choose right or left? Please choose one.
Press the hand.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Press the hand.
Right.
Okay. Huh?
Right or
We
left?
choose
We choose R.
Okay.
So for those who choose left, please raise up your hand.
Okay, choose left. For those who choose right, please raise up your hand. Okay, I see. All of you choose right. So how we will play a game where we will tell a story, and every time we say the word fun, we will dance.
The dance will be yeah, like this. But at least dance.
Yeah, please at least dance, okay? We start, okay?
Can we be fun?
No.
Okay, ready?
No.
Okay.
Just get ready. The year is 2043. The world is very different from 20 years ago. Technology has advanced at the unprecedented rate, and with it, the way we live. One of the most significant changes has been the rise of virtual reality. VR has become so immersive and realistic that we can explore anywhere, even the space and the depth of the oceans. For many people, VR has become a very good way to escape the everyday grind and have some fun. Fun? Come on, guys. Okay. Good. There are now countless of VR games and experiences available, each offering its own unique thrills and challenges.
One of the most popular VR games is called the Fun House. Oh my god. Players explore strange and twisted world filled with puzzles, obstacles, and hidden secrets. The game is designed to be challenging and exciting, and it always keeps players guessing. If you're looking to a fun and exciting way to spend your time, the VR is definitely worth checking out with so many different games and experiences to choose from. So what are you waiting for? Put on your VR headset and let's have fun! Okay.
Was that fun, Justin?
Absolutely. Now let's see the next amazing speeches.
But before that, we will need to explain about the house rules, right?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. So now, let me explain some house rules. Firstly, kindly silence your mobile devices during the session. Next, please do not leave the room when the speakers are speaking. Lastly, kindly not throw trash around and please litter it. Please don't litter. And please put it into the trash bin provided. Don't litter, please, okay? All of this to ensure that we have a pleasant experience in this event.
So after all the speaker finish speaking, we have our dear judges that will give feedback and 1 minute of silence to give feedbacks and comments to the speakers.
We can access the form through this link. The link is smlone.xyz/rsfeedback. Oh my god. There. Okay. So now we will explain to you the time.
Okay. For private, they can speak about any topic for 5 to 7 minutes.
For 5 minutes, the green light will turn on. Yellow for 6 minutes. And if you are talking for 7 minutes, the red light will turn on.
For surgeons, they can speak about any topics of the use of PowerPoint, slides, property, and materials for 5 to 7 minutes.
For 5 minutes, the green light will turn on. For 6 minutes, the yellow light will turn on. And for 7 minutes, the red light will turn on.
For lieutenant colonel, they can speak about a sales speech for 8 to 10 minutes or become a moderator for 10 to 15 minutes.
For the sales speech, 8 minutes will be the green light, 9 minutes will be the yellow light, and 10 minutes will be the red light. And for if you become a moderator, 10 minutes will be the green light, 12.5 minutes will be the yellow light, and then 15 minutes will be the red light.
For general, they can deliver a training for 20 till 30 minutes or become a trainer, motivator, activist for 10 till 15 minutes.
20 minutes for the training or 10 minutes for the trainer motivator activist, the green light will turn on. For 25 minutes or 12.5 minutes, the yellow light. And red for the and red for the training or 15 minutes for the trainer motivator activist, the red light will turn on.
For everyone, you'll get 30 seconds to end your speech and we will ring the bell if you guys have 30 seconds.
So Aaron, are you ready to start the real stage?
Of course, bro.
Okay. So our first speaker today is someone for the class of bio. Now let's welcome Surgeon Jasmine Yanati with the title of Dance With Me.
Jasmine Gerati, dance with me, dance with me. Gerati Jasmine, your time will be 5 to 7 minutes. So this is yours.
Have you ever felt so tired of your school homework recently?
No.
Okay, especially for the lessons that you dislike. Firstly, counting lessons. I think some of the people here dislike counting lessons. For example, mathematics, physics, chemistry, and lots others more. But have you ever experienced this? When you have done your school homework, you saw your tuition teacher at WhatsApp sending you a new tuition homework. Doesn't it stressing? Well, what about our judges, fathers, and mothers? Have you ever felt so tired of your jobs? Perhaps it is housework or office work. And you feel like you want to resign from that job already, isn't it? And those are all our problems today. We all here have a dream since we're a child. But as we meet many problems, troubles, and even the worst one, failures and mistakes, those dreams really fade away from our minds. So what can we say is each of us has a sweet childhood dream. But as we grew out older, those dreams slowly fade away from our minds. Now you might ask, what causes those dreams fade away? It's simple. It's just because of small and little mistakes.
But they let it become even bigger, bigger and bigger, until it finally covers those people's mind, telling them to forget their dreams. It sounds like a magic trick, isn't it? Well, it's a real-life magic and a dangerous one. Now, back again to those people who have forget their dreams. How do they feel? Their first impression must be very, very sad or stressed, as there are only two choices to go, which is the first one, to repeat your dreams once again right now, or two, just sit back and watch the sun set away as you can time travel to the past and fix everything. But have you ever heard the sentence, or maybe ever read the sentence on your book? 1,000 problems, million solutions? Today, I'll be showing you one of the million solutions to get those stress away, which is by listening to music. Music is emotional because it was created by humans. And now I'll be playing one of my favorite music. If you play Roblox, then you definitely know this game and know this music. It has the meaning when you come into problems, troubles, mistakes, and failures. You just need to calm yourself down and dance with me. So come and play with me under the sunlight. In a couple years, we'll look back and say, it's just a moment when we find our face. In a couple years, we'll have come far better, but we don't forget who we are. The days that flash, the rush by, all the promises, the sky high. I know it won't always be this way. So come and play with me out in the sunlight. Come and dance with me and make you feel alright. Take a chance, come and dance along with everyone. The journey's only just begun. Spent so many years thinking about the day our lives change, hope we'll be okay. Spent so many years looking through the stars, wishing that we don't forget who we are. The days they flash, they fly by. So come take my hand and look to the sky. I know it won't always be this way. So come and play with me out in the sunlight. Come and dance with me and it'll feel alright. Take a chance, come and dance along with everyone. The journey's only just begun. You need me, you need me. So come and play with me out in the sunlight. Come and dance with me and it'll be alright. Take a chance, come and dance along with everyone. A journey's only just. So come and play with me out in the sunlight. Come and dance with me and it'll be alright. Take a chance, come and dance along with everyone. Can't wait to see who you will become. Take a chance. Yes, 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 yes. Since I got a cough and flu and I literally put braces on my teeth. Thank you. That was an amazing speech about music and about that song. I also sometimes listen to music to get my stress out. And I'll be sure to try to hear that music at home.
Okay, now let's invite Miss Cecilia to give the evaluation to the speaker.
Okay, Jasmine, what a beautiful voice you have.
Thank you, Miss.
Great job as the first speaker. How do you feel as the first speaker?
Well, actually, I didn't go with the first speaker. I was fifth speaker originally, but someone asked me to switch numbers, so okay, I just take it.
Wow, so you took the challenge as the first speaker. That's great. I like your bravery, I like your confidence. I can see that you're really comfortable on the stage. You can even dance on the stage. That's so amazing. I really like that you open with questions. The opening of questions is not just directed to the whole audience, but you are able to go through by the segment of the audience. You ask the students how their school life, you ask the parents, you ask the judges. So I think that's really good job of you to try to attract all the audience attention to you. So amazing on that. Wish for your performance, I think it will be better next time if you cut down the dance part, because the dance is really good. It's really joyful, it's really fun, but I think it's too long. So it's just losing the essence of your speech. Your speech message was supposed to be, if you have any stress, you can release your stress with dancing, right? Yes. Let's do something fun together. So I think that's good of you to put the dance inside, but let's cut it short. So at the end of your speech, you still have time to go through the message, right? You can reinforce the message again to make sure the audience understand what you want to talk about. Okay? Overall, very good job, very confident, amazing, Justin.
Yeah. Now we have a 1 minute silence for everyone to give feedback. Speaker, you will not look at this. Oh my god, sorry. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Ring the bell. Okay.
That
was easy.
Now let's go to our next speaker. This person is from the class of Maxwell. Let's welcome Surgeon Brandon Chiang, the captain of Stop Wasting Time.
Brandon Chiang, stop wasting time. Stop wasting time, Brandon Chiang. Your time is 5 to 7 minutes. The stage is yours.
Time is more valuable than money. Lost money can be earned back, but lost time cannot be returned. No one can stop the flow of the time. Every living thing is continuously changing over time. We cannot retrieve lost time in our life. Once lost is forever lost. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Bernard Yang. Today, I'm going to bring a topic about stop wasting time. So time is really important in our life, isn't it?
Yes.
That's why we need to appreciate time and use time properly. But then, you might be asking me how to use time properly. Therefore, today, I'm going to give everyone 3 steps on how to stop wasting your time. But before I get into the content, let me ask everyone what time is. Time is a continuous sequence of existence and events that occurs in an apparently irreversible succession over the past, through the present, and into the future. Time has long been an important subject of studies in religion, philosophy, and science. 3 steps on how to stop wasting your time. The first step is schedule your daily activities. By scheduling and planning of your daily activities plays a key role in project management. It helps you to understand the scope of the project ahead of time and manage or assign your resource accordingly. The second one is get vitamin N. What means by vitamin N? Vitamin N means learn to say no. By learning to say no, we can get more time on things that we need to do it or accomplish it right now. I know sometimes saying no is really hard. That's why I'm going to give everyone 4 tips on how to say no. The first tip is be plain. Tell them you can't go and politely decline their offer right away. This way, you don't need to hold up on their plans and they can ask someone else if needed. The second tip is be honest. Maybe you have other commitments to do and you can't make it. Maybe you're just not feeling up to do it. And that's okay too. The third one is suggest an alternative. By suggesting someone as to who could take your position. The fourth one is ask for a rain check. Sometimes you might not be in the mood to mingle around after a long work week. But that doesn't mean you may never want to do it ever again. Those are 4 tips on how to say no. Last but not least, discipline. You need discipline due to the fact of it helps us to train our minds and bodies. It also helps us to focus on our goals. So, discipline is really important in our daily life, including small children like us and adults. So, what is the discipline? What's the benefit of discipline in children and adults? For the children one is it helps children and encourages children to get better at their academic performance because having a self-routine of learning and studying leads to get better grades. For the adult one is it helps adults to stay in focus of their goals. And it enables adults to stay in control of their reaction in any situation. Fun fact of discipline. Having self-discipline can overcome laziness and procrastination. It also helps us from taking things for granted. Time. Time wastes no one. Time is always past us. So we need to use time and make sure that time works for us. That's all from me. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Madam Chiang. I can know that I should stop with wasting time on playing Mobile Legends.
Yes. Okay, now let's invite Miss Christy to give an evaluation to the speaker.
Thank you so much, our host. Now, hi everyone. My name is Yas. Okay, I really like your speech, very structured, very easy to understand, and I also see that you prepare your slide very well, very amazing, and you also consider the audience because in this room there are 2 audiences that I provide, the youngsters and the adults. You also explain the discipline to what it affects the youngsters and the adult also. I really like how you consider the audience, and I love how you distribute your eye contact to each part of this room. So you walk on the right side, and then you walk on the left side, and then you go to the middle. If I can add one more thing, I would love if you can add more, so you can reach the time limit. So I see that the time is how many minutes?
4 minutes 48.
4 minutes 48. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. But overall, your speech is very well. Oh, and one more thing, I would love if you can apply more facial expression. Okay, smile more. Overall, your speech is very great. Congratulations.
Wait a minute. I would like to add something. I'm sorry. Sorry, Justin. Just a little bit. Yeah. Okay, this is for everyone because we have a lot of surgeons right today. And as a surgeon, you have a challenge. One of them is to present something. When you hold a pointer, this is really technical. So you hold a pointer, try to hold it with your non-dominant hand. So the hand that you are dominant with is flowing well when you are delivering your speech. Okay? So if your dominant hand is right, you hold it on the left. Okay? So practice on it. That's why your hand gesture can be better. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
That was easy.
Thank you, Ms. Christy and Ms. Cecilia. Now we'll have a minute of silence to everyone to give their feedbacks. Okay, everyone, remember, you guys can go outside to take the coffee and tea from SMLONE.
Okay. So, our next speaker today is someone from the class of Winfrey. Let us welcome Sergeant Valley Valerie Angkasa with the title of Traveling.
Okay, Felis Valerie Angkasa, traveling, Felis Valerie Angkasa, your time is 4 to 7 minutes. Good luck.
Traveling. Have anyone ever went to Japan before? Yes, of course. Okay, so my question is, do you think that traveling can change our perspective on things?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So, hello, my name is Felis, and today I'll tell you all how my trip to Japan changed me. So, let's see, before I went to Japan, I was a very lazy person. I hated responsibility, doing chores, homework, or really anything that requires effort or discipline. This is me when my mom was at home. So my first impressions on Japan are, when I first arrived in Japan, I saw everything. I was amazed by how clean, how tidy, organized, efficient it was, and everything was so perfect. It's a perfect city, perfect country. You see, the trains were on time. People wore masks. People follow traffic light rules. People follow rules. Everything. They did their things so perfectly, like they did their duties, their favors, everything so perfectly.
something. Have anyone ever realized this before? Traveling is not about just seeing new things, it's about doing new things. Have anyone ever realized it before? Yes. So similar to SML1, traveling has actually changed our habits. You see, before I went traveling, as I said, I was lazy, irresponsible, but it's almost the same as SML1. Before I joined Excellent Team, I was, how to say, I don't do anything in teams, unlike the useless one in team. But after Excellent Team, I'm going to do everything. Can anyone guess where this place is? Kyoto? Kyoto? Tokyo? Tokyo. So I learned something in Tokyo. It's being clean. When you arrive in Tokyo, everything is so nice, so clean, and that made me think. Maybe if I was cleaner, it would be nice for the country. But of course, one person cannot fix everything. So that's why I need help on all of us to clean Indonesia to make it better. Because we might make a small difference in our whole country. Now this is the next place. What place is this? Kyoto. Osaka, Kyoto. So Kyoto, you see, this is one of the shrines that I visited, and you see how clean it is. Nice. So it taught me efficiency is important. When I was in the shrine, I saw one of the workers. There was like trash everywhere, it crumpled up, and I saw them cleaning it up just with a broom. And I saw them clean it up so quickly, but I didn't see a speck of dust left. So that taught me efficiency is important. How about here? This is quite famous. It's Osaka. Osaka was a high. So this is also one of the famous streets in Osaka. I also visited there and it taught me to be organized. You see, it may be crowded, but if you see it closely, everything is so organized. And I thought that if I be organized, things will be easier for me. Because imagine you're at school, and then normally you have a drawer teacher. Then you just crumple all your book in there, all your phone, all your food, all your everything. And when you need it, you have to find it one by one. It's gonna take you like so long, right? So if it's organized, you can put it in like parts, and it'll be easier. So let's see the comparison before and after. Before I was lazy to do homework, I hated doing chores. I thought responsibility was annoying, hard, and boring. I think we all ever felt that before. Whoever felt that responsibility was annoying. Yeah, it's like we have a pile of things to do and we're like, so males no. So males. So I just need that to do tomorrow aja. And then the next day, I'm not gonna do this. And then you'll never get it done. So that was me. My homework was all piled up, and I always waited until my tuition teacher asked me to do it. If not, I won't do it. I need a reminder. If nobody told me to do it, I won't do it. Like waking up. So after I came back from Japan, I was more responsible. I did the homework without being told. They pass by, we say, example. Normally when you eat, we always have to say example. That's what I did. And I learned to work harder and achieve more. So now for my recommendation. I recommend you all to travel as far as you can and as long as you can. Because we might just learn a valuable lesson, but we are also having fun. That is all. Thank you. Okay, that was a wonderful speech about traveling. Too bad I have no money to travel. Yeah.
Now let's invite Miss Cecilia to give the introduction to the speaker.
Okay, thank you, the MCs. Felice, how are you feeling? Nervous. Okay, I think I'm so glad to hear that you learn more responsible after you join the excellent team. I'm happy to see you apply that responsibility more. So great job. If you really did, and I believe you do, so great job on that. I love that you are talking about traveling, your experience travel to Japan, right? Usually, as a trainer, when someone tell me my trip to this, my vacation to that, I will like, darling, this will be another trip story. And it will usually be like, okay, I went to this, after that, this, after that, this, and I go home. Nothing to learn. But you are able to put everything that you go through with the learning inside. So that is really good. You put a message in that story to make it not boring, to make it valuable for your audience to listen to. And I really enjoy the little mini quiz that you give in the middle, like where is this? Where is this? I wish there was more vocal dynamics on that. So you could put variety of vocal intonations, right? You could put, anyone can guess what is this place or location? After someone guess, yes, correct, that is Osaka. So you can put some variety to make it more engaging. And also, this is just a tips. Next time, if you do a presentation, try to lessen the words. So less wordy, more pictures. Okay? Overall, have been really, really amazing. Great job, Felix.
That was easy. Thank you, Mrs. Tia. Now we will have a 3-minute toilet break before I run to give feedback. Yeah.
I want to go toilet already.
Okay.
Okay, now our next speaker for the day is someone from the class of Kiyosaki. So let's welcome Kalista, the title of Mindset.
Kalista, mindset, Kalista. Your time will be 5 to 7 minutes. The stage is yours and good luck.
They say that mindset is the set of beliefs that shapes how you make sense of the world and yourself.
Hola, I'm Carlista and I'm your speaker for today. First of all, before I start my speech, we're going to play a guessing game. So I have prepared two pictures of animal and you have to guess what animal is it. Can anyone see it? Horse. Okay, so the answer is horse. Everyone agree? Yeah. Let us check. Is it really a horse? Is it a horse? No, it's a chicken. Okay, let us try one more time. Okay. The next one is this. Can anyone guess it? Bird.
Snake.
Bird or snake? Supposed to be bird. Snake or bird? Okay, let us take two of them. Let us check. Is it really a bird or snake?
It's a bird.
No, it's not. Okay, so what is the relation of this guessing game and the topic that I'm going to talk about today? So the topic that I'm going to talk today is about mindset, just as the same as the guessing game. When first I show this picture, of course, in your mindset, absolutely it's a horse. But turns out the answer is not a horse. It's a chicken, just as the same as our mindset. When we build our mindset in a positive way, every time that we're in a condition or situation, we respond in a positive way. But it's the same when we build our mindset in a negative way. Let me give an example of two students. Both of them are facing a situation where it's final exam, but both of them has a different mindset. For the first student, she has a very positive mindset. She studied hard and she worked till night, try to achieve a higher score. But on the second student, she had a negative mindset. She already gave up in the first and she thinks that she can't achieve a higher score. And that is two mindsets that is totally very different. And I've been through both of them. In the old time, as was the second kind of person that always had a negative mindset, and I think it's very not useful because I can achieve it. But you have to remember that at least you have tried, even though the result is not as the same as you want in the beginning, but at least you have tried. If you study, your score might be more higher than you're not studying. And talking about mindset, for me, mindset is very important because as we know, mindset and brains works together, and brain is the center of our body that distributes a lot to other organs, including to feelings. If we're talking about feelings and logic, of course, people will listen to that going to say that, no, it's a difference between the feeling and the logic. But let me tell you a story about, there's one night when I'm having a chit chat with my friend, and I think about a question. The question is, I asked my friend, if we don't have heart, can we still feel? Then she took a while to answer it, but then she answered, yes, because our mind that makes us how to feel. At first, when I listened to that statement, I don't agree, of course. Feelings and logics are different. But then, when I'm facing a condition where I'm feeling sad, for example, in this era, the teenagers are getting too sad too fast. For example, they are scrolling on TikTok or listening to sad music, they get sad in fast way. And at that time, when I'm getting sad because just of the music, I try to control my brain. I tell to myself, I'm not supposed to be sad just because of music. I have a lot of things to do, either just get crying in the back. And I try to control it. I try to do other things that are productive. For example, doing my homework or study, or either we can play video games that make us happy, listening to happy music. We have to control ourselves. And for me personally, mindset can just be built just in a fast way. It has a process just as the same as we grow roses. The roses can just be beautiful just in one day. It has a process. We give sunlight to the roses and we give water so the roses can be beautiful. Just as the same as our mindset. And I have some tips for the one who thinks that the mindset right now is wrong, or maybe you want to be a better person. Lately, I've been trying to read a book that is called Philosophy Teras, and for me, the book really helped me because in that book, it says that you don't have to care a lot to the things that you can't control. And the other things you can do, you can try to change how you talk or how you think. And the other side, you have to believe on the process, either than just believe Either then you care a lot about the result, because on this day, teenager or even an adult care too much about the result. I know that other people going just care about the result, but the process is only going to you that feel. The process is very important for your future. Because for example, you're hiking in the Mount of Everest. If you reach at the top by using helicopter, you don't know how the process to go to the Mount Everest by walking or hiking. And I really hope that my speech about this mindset could give you a new POV of how you act about your mindset, because last but not least, your life is good as your mindset. I'm Carlista, and thank you for your attention. Yes,
Oh, Krista, thank you for teaching me about my mindset. Now I think that my mindset is very bad. Every time when I'm at a math class or aduh, mami sih orang Thank you.
Now let's invite Miss Christy to give an evaluation to the speaker.
Yes, thank you so much. Hi. So Billy. Yes. First of all, I love how you open your speech. You break the ice with the little game, and it's still related to your topic, which is mindset. And also, I love how you take a rose and you connect it with mindset, because when you connect something to the topic, it is a very great thing to do. So the audience also can imagine very easily how to relate to it. And your vocal delivery is very great. I really love how you express yourself. If I can add one more thing, just your voice is kind of rushing. Okay, just calm down and slow but sure. Okay, just that a little bit. Overall, your speech is very great. Your topic is also great. Your performance is very amazing. Congratulations.
That was easy.
Okay, thank you, Christy. Now we'll have 1 minute of silence for everyone to give their feedback.
Okay. How do you feel, everyone? Okay.
Maybe some of you might be relieved because you are done doing your speech, but some probably still, you here.
To break this tense, we'll give you some example questions.
Of course, that's an amazing idea. For those who is brave to go in front of the stage, yeah, we'll be giving you a question and please answer that. and if you guys answer that, you will get merchandise from SMLONE.
Okay. Is there anyone brave enough to answer our first question?
If nobody to be choose, we will choose you guys. Okay. So we're gonna choose you.
I didn't know.
Okay, sure.
I want to ask.
Yeah?
What is the merchandise?
You will know soon.
No,
choose my best friend Josh. Josh, guys.
The first question is, do you like to be in SMLONE? You will have 1 to 2 minutes to answer the question. Good luck. Good luck.
So, do I like SML1? So for me, I personally like SML1 since the first year in SML1, I feel very nervous on my first speech. Like I'm shaking in front of the stage. Yeah. When I want to talk, I feel like my mind is my brain is talking, not my mouth. So yeah. So it's like sunyi. There's no voice. But longer and longer in SML1, I feel that I improve a lot, especially it's been taught by very wonderful trainees like Miss Cecilia. Let's give a round of applause for Miss Cecilia. And I will also, I think that's all. I have nothing more, but I really enjoy being in SML1, and I really one word from me to SML1. I really love SML1.
Bro, thank you for answering. Your key. Thank you. Okay, now, ready. Sit down.
Okay.
Now, who can now?
Yeah. Now the next question is reserved to persons that who have done the real stage. Who? Okay. You know what? I'll choose Jasmine. I don't know why.
So, Jasmine, how did you feel after doing the real stage?
Okay.
Your skill given. Good luck.
Ini pertanyaan apa ini? So, how do you feel after real stage? Well, it's okay. No, not easy. Just proud, but not that proud. Bangga lah. Intinya bukan sombong, proud. And you feel like so satisfied when your speech is already done because you feel like it's very hard for some people. But if for some other people it feels easy, so satisfied when you have done the task. Even you achieve for like rewards to like certificate, bachelor, and others. So I think that's all for my answer. Thank you.
Thank you for answering the question, the very simple question. Here's the gift for you.
Thank you.
Now let's ask another question.
The last one.
The last question.
And I will choose this person. Reina Costa.
Aaron, I will see you in my next
I'm so sorry.
Rena, the question is, who is your favorite teacher in SML1? Your time will be 1 to 2 minutes.
Super senang jangan ask me that though.
Remember, I choose Christian. What will your speech be about?
Hey,
Let's go early.
I don't know what Christian.
Just continue the question just now. Who's your favorite teacher? Okay, I can say that. You can choose off the teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, guys, I have been SML1 since 2018, and of course, I have a lot of teachers. So today, I will speak on to introduce all my teachers, or what we call as trainer here. My very first trainer called Miss Devina. Miss Devina is a very motherly person, and she is also a very, I could say, teliti with simple details. She could point out a lot of details that I might miss during my presentation. Move on to the second trainer that I know is Miss Lisa Chang. Miss Lisa Chang is an inspirative figure for me as an MC. I always watch Miss Lisa performance as an MC, and I'm always impressed with how she could flow the meeting. And the next one is also Sir Stephen Guntur. I didn't get a lot of chance with him, but I could say that how Mr. Stephen Guntur give advice is a very mengena in my heart. I could always listen to his advice, and I couldn't easily get more. And the third one, the fourth one, I mean, is Sir Masuri Jaya. And to be honest with all of you, and also Sir Masuri, if you are watching, at first I don't really like Sir Masuri because Sir Masuri class is boring for me. But the more I know, I talk with Sir Masuri, I think that Sir Masuri is someone who I could always look at whenever I have something to share, like how he give me the advice, how he sentence his speech was just very excellent in my heart. And the fifth one is Mr. Niko Makmur. Mr. Niko Makmur is a funny person, like he could always break the ice whenever the tension gets too intense, and he then will make ridiculous action to cheer us up. And not forget to mention my current homeroom, Miss Cecilia. Well, yesterday me and Miss Cecilia had a deep talk, and yeah, Miss Cecilia was also someone who really paid attention to the detail, just like Miss Devina before. And never forget to mention, I would like to give an honor to one of SMLONE staff called Mr. Dimas Bagas. He could be say one of the figure that helped me to improve to what I am now. To be honest, in 2020, my public speaking skills was not still as good as this, but because of it, he gave me a lot of motivation, a lot of positive mindset. I think because of it, I can improve to this level. So that's all my favorite trainers in SMLONE. See you in my STEM session.
I am sorry, but here's the thing.
I still want to see you in my STEM session.
Thank you. Okay, that's the end of our STEM session.
Okay, now let's go on to the next speaker.
Our next speaker today is someone from the class of Winfrey.
Yeah.
And let's welcome Valencia Wibo with the title of What are Narcissists and How to Deal with Them.
Valencia Wibo. What are narcissists and how to deal with them? What are narcissists and how to deal with them? Valencia Wibo. Your time will be 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck, and the stage is yours. Thank you.
What are narcissists and how to deal with them? That is entirely what my speech will be about in my title. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Valencia from class of Winfrey, like our dear MC said, and I'll be talking about narcissists and how to deal with them. But before I talk with how to deal with them, I would like to tell you all about the overview about what is a narcissist. A narcissist is someone who has narcissistic personality disorder. And what is that? It is when someone has an inflated sense of self-importance. I'll shorten that up and make it more simpler. It is when someone thinks that they are special and the best in every community. Please don't be like that person, okay? Okay. Thank you. What are some symptoms of being a narcissistic person? Well, here are some of the most common ones that can be easily spotted. 1. They try to take advantage of you. They keep asking for your money and they keep asking for your things. Of course, it's okay to ask for someone's things once in a while, but not every day. Don't ask like 100,000 rupiah every day. Please don't do that. 2nd, they keep trying to push you to do something you don't want to do because they do it. Or they are just trying to make you bad. That is also a very, very clear example of someone who is bad. 3rd, they want the best of everything. For example, the best toy, the best car, the best TV,
the worst something. Then, how do narcissists act? Narcissists will come to your life as kind people try to brighten up your life. Of course, they will seem like the best friend to you. I actually fell into this trap a few years ago when my grandmother died. I was, I think, around 9 or 10 years old, and my best friend, I'll call her Maria, that is not her real name, she comforted me, she even gave me a book, which I still read to this day. At first, she was very kind. She gave me advice on how to be happy and how to better up my life. And yes, that seemed very good at first, but then she started showing her true colors. She started pushing me to do a CCA I didn't want to. She started asking me to join her tuition, which was math, even though in the past I did not really like math. And she kept asking me money to jajanan. And I always said yes because it was only 1,000 like that. But in the end, I think I lost more than 200,000 because of her. Oh my god. Because I even bought her a book. I bought her also a membership to our library to borrow every book whenever she wanted. And now I deeply regret it. I was very blind back then and did not know how to deal with this type of person. Now I will go on how to not be in my position. First of all, set boundaries. Say no. If someone wants to ask you for something and you don't want to do it, say no. Don't be afraid. If you don't want to do it, just say no. Or just don't make a lot of friends. I'm an extremely extrovert person and I love making friends. As soon as I meet a boy or girl that I like to talk with and get along well, I will immediately say, "You're my best friend now, okay? Give me your WA number." But I don't see that is the problem for introvert people, as I see introvert people do not like talking to many people, so I guess that is good as well. That is why I don't see a lot of introvert people like that falling for the narcissism trap in which I spent 200,000. I fell into that trap 2 times actually. Don't do myself. And what if you already got a friend that is a narcissist? A friend who is a narcissist will stick to you like honey and will refuse to let you go. Why? Because you keep giving her stuff in the past and she or he thinks that you will keep giving her stuff. Just stay away from her. Block her or him in every way, in every social media. I blocked my friend, like I said just now, Maria, in Twitter, Instagram, WA, Facebook, every social media you can think of. Of course, she also started to spread rumors that I was a bad person and I threatened her to kill herself. That is not good. And I really was so angry that I cried myself to sleep every night until the day she went to another school. Only then I was really happy. And I also think that you should seek therapy if you suffer from narcissism. Of course, narcissism has no official cure. However, just because there isn't a cure does not mean you shouldn't seek treatment. You should seek treatment to better up your life just a little bit. Thank you everyone for listening to my speech. I hope my speech could be of use to you all. Thank you and good afternoon.
Oh my god, I think I have trust issues.
Okay. Now let's invite Miss Cecilia for our evaluation to the speaker.
Thank you, Justin. Okay, Valencia. It was very interesting listening to your story. I really enjoy your personal story about when you tell that you deal with narcissists. I think you shows a very convincing story because it's your own story, but you show it with a good vocal dynamic and amazing expressions that makes us believe and interested to listen more if you've got any other stories you have. And I really like that you are able to give message at the end how to deal with narcissists, but not only that, you give empathy to the narcissist by saying if you feel like you have a narcissism in you, find a therapy. So you give a solution for those who feel that they have a narcissism. That's a very good quality. Great job, Valencia. If I were you, how to level this up because your performance is already really well done. First of all, I would like to use a steeple hand position. Yes, it's more lower down. Yes, very good. Why a steeple hand position? Just now, Miss kind of noticed that you like to cross your hands like this.
Yes.
Yeah. This is actually okay, but sometimes as a speaker, because we are in front of our audience, right, we have a tendency to squeeze it. So it's to prevent that habit. That's why it's better in steeples. Okay? And also, I also noticed that you put your arm like this in a few times. So you're holding your arms.
Yes.
Yeah, like that. So if you are practicing more of the steeple position, your resting hand will be more natural. Okay? Another part is, I would like to reduce the words in the title of your topic.
Yeah, I made a mistake in that, and I started give the teacher like the too long. My original was like, "What is a narcissist?" That was the original title.
Very good. So you already know that it should be shortened, right?
Yes.
So very, very well done. Overall, great job, Valencia. Ring the bell.
That was easy.
Thank you, Cecilia, for giving the fellowship. Now we'll have 1 minute of silence for everyone to give their feedbacks.
Now let's go to the next speaker. Our next speaker today is someone from the class of Clinton. She is Cara Anthony. Okay. The title of It's Okay to Say No.
Okay, Shara Anthony, it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. Shara Anthony, after you start for 7 minutes, the stage is yours. Good luck.
Everyone, are you the type of person who always saying yes even you don't want to? Yes or yes? Okay, so some people yes, maybe some people don't. So the topic I'm going to share is about it's okay to say no. So it's okay to say no is someone who pleasure people is actually a people who appear to be the best. They want to be the best for the others by saying yes for everything people want it. But actually, it's not good for being a pleaser people because you saying yes to the others, but you don't say yes to yourself. So I'm going to share more about pleasure people. First is a pleasure people. The opposite of being kind is being spontaneous and honest. So they feel when they say lie to the other persons, like they saying yes even they don't want to. People will feel like they're happy. And the second one is people who think if I make people happy, they will like me. Of course, everyone will like you if you make people happy. But by the action they're doing is wrong. Because they're saying yes, even they don't want to, even they don't have time to do it. Right? And the third one is people who hide their opinions to avoid conflict. I was type of pleasure people before, and this is because I'm also scared when I give an opinion to other people, there's going to be a conflict. And the fourth one is person who often say yes to the others, even they don't want to. The fifth one is someone who tries not to ask for what they want directly. They're scared to give opinion and they're also scared to ask people. Because they're scared there's going to be a conflict, even a small conflict. And the last one is also a person who feels they have more responsibility to the others than their own self. Because they feel when they make people happy, they're also happy. But when you really understand yourself, when you make people happy, it doesn't mean you're also happy. Right? And I feel when people feel guilty, it means that they have to do it because they're afraid for making people upset. But for me, kindness and guilt is also something standing hand in hand. So what to do is first is you must know are you a pleasure people and you must find the reasons. And the second one is you must do a research. This means you must search and find more information about pleasure people. And the last one is learning. Learning how to say no. And there's going to be a process in it. It doesn't mean that when you go back home, after I'm sharing this speech, you are not going to be pleasure people anymore. It needs a step by step, time. So it's only time. So this is a tips from me how to say no. First is by knowing and understanding your own self. You must understand your own self. So you can say if you want, you can say yes. If you don't want, you can say no. And the second one is refuse the request, not reject the persons. I feel a lot of people when they refuse the request, they also feel they're going to reject the person. So you can refuse the request in a polite way. If you're not doing it in a polite way, it means you also reject the person. Examples, if you want to say no, you can say like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I don't have time. I'm sorry, I can't do that because I don't understanding it. And the third one is strong on stand. You must strong on your own stand. So you can really considering your own self. The fourth is no need to worry about FOMO. So actually, what is FOMO? FOMO is a fear of missing out. There's a lot of people who are scared of missing out the trend, and it's also a type of pleasure people. It's being a FOMO person. And the last one is make yourself confident. So I'm also a person of pleasure people before. I'm trying not to become pleasure people is because I also try to make myself more confident. By trying yourself to make yourself more confident, you are going to be a person who also strong and stand. You're going to be a person who can say no because you have a confident enough to reject the request. You have a confident enough to say yes if you want to. So actually, I'm going to tell a personal story about myself because I'm also a pleasure people before. So before, I always say yes to others. Until my friend realized I say yes to her, but the things that I give to her is not perfect. And they say, you always say yes. And then I'm searching on internet about this, and I found out the name of pleaser people. So after that, I buy a book about it, and I read the book and understanding it, and I'm doing it step by step. Not after I'm reading the books, I'm going to be a person. I'm not going to be a pleasure people anymore. But it has a process of it. So this is two quotes that I found on the internet, and I'm going to tell about the long show, which is care about what other people think, and you will always be their person. So everyone, let's improve together.
That was easy.
Okay. Thank you. Now I know that I don't need to always say yes if people ask me like 1,000 questions about math.
Okay, now let's invite Miss Christy to give the evaluation to the speaker.
Yes, thank you. Hi. Sarah. Okay. So your speech is about how to say no. It's okay to say no. Okay. And it's a very good topic. And also,
I like how you put pressure in each sentence that you want the audience to hear. So I can get what you want to try to tell to the audience. So like how you say that it is okay to say no, and also you add your own personal story. It is the one that I've been waiting for because I see how when Sarah will tell her own personal story, because you mentioned it in the beginning and you tell it after you explain. It is very good, and I also like how you present your performance. And if I can add one more thing to the slide, it would be much better if you put more picture rather than words. So it is to avoid for you and also the audience to read the sentence. So when you put more words, the audience attention will go to reading the words rather than see your performance. Okay. Overall, you've done a very good job. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Christy. Now, we will have a 1-minute evaluation. Okay, now
Okay, the honest speaker for today is someone from the class of Millman. Let's welcome Lieutenant Colonel Stella at the Lingport, the title of Before the Coffee Gets Cold.
Stella at Newport. Before the coffee gets cold. Before the coffee gets cold, Stella at Newport. Your time will be 8 to 10 minutes. The stage is yours and good luck.
What would you do if you could travel through time? Would you go back to the past, meet someone for the very last time in your life? Or would you go to the present and meet someone you probably might not even see ever again? Imagine a small place, something around like this room, with no windows at all, a very dark room, where rumors are surrounding it, saying that it is possible to travel through time in a very specific scene in the country. Let's say you want to go to the past. You will discover 4 of the main rules. The first one, no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to change the future. For example, you want to warn someone that an accident is going to happen to them. Even though you manage to know them, you won't be able to change the present and the accident will still happen. Now, most people after hearing that rule will decide to change their mind. But let's say you still want to try. You discover 3 more rules. Second rule, the only people you can meet during your travel to the past is the people that have visited the cafe. That rule might sound a bit weird until you learn about the third one. Like I said just now, you can only sit in one specific seat in the cafe in order to travel through time. Once you're in the past or the future, you won't be able to move and you must be remain seated. Let's say you accidentally stand up
then you will really be pulled to the present even though you're not ready to do it. And the fourth rule, the most important one, there's a time limit. So let's say you want to go to the class. To start, we'll give you a cup of coffee. Once the coffee is poured and the cup is full, you will be able to travel either to the past or the future. The time limit is from this cup of coffee. But if you hold the cup and the coffee is still warm, that means you still have time. And the rule is you have to finish the coffee before it gets cold. Hence the title, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. The famous cafe is called Kunibura, located in Japan, and it's obviously very famous for the rumors surrounding it. And so every day you hear a cafe saying that you can travel through time. Lots of people visit it and are very curious about it, but when they hear the rules, they decide to change their mind. Yet some people, some customers are still very determined to go and meet someone. Let me tell you about one of these customers. Once upon a time, there was a man. His name was Kusami, and he was reading through a magazine alone inside the cafe. He ordered a drink, and when the staff ordered the drink for him, they noticed there was a small envelope in his holding, a brown envelope. When he was asked about it, he simply said that it was for his wife, but he doesn't know where she is right now. Suddenly, someone walked in the cafe. It was a woman. Her name was Kotake and works as a nurse in the hospital. Kotake was surprised to see Fusagi there, and she approached him. But Fusagi seems to not recognize this woman at all. Soon, Fusagi decided to pack up his things, pay for the drinks, and left the cafe. Kotake was Fusagi's wife. Then why didn't he recognize her? Fusagi was diagnosed with an illness called Alzheimer's, which means that he will lose his memory one by one. His disease spread rapidly, and that results in him forgetting about his wife's identity. Kotake knew this as a nurse, that one day this day would happen. But just like every one of us, like any other human in this entire world, no one will ever be ready to go through that situation. Just devastated. The staff comforted her, and after a few drinks, they told her about the envelope Sami was holding her. They were all very curious about it. Was it something important he wished she told her earlier? Curiosity got the best of them, and they told Kotake that maybe she should go to the house to retrieve the letter. After a bit of thinking, she thought that it wouldn't hurt to try. Besides, the present will still stay the same. She had to think of a situation where Kusami was still healthy, had the letter with him, and was inside the cafe. The coffee was poured, and soon she was back in the past. She opened her eyes. She was all alone. Somehow she felt relieved because she wasn't even sure she wanted to meet her husband in the first place. But then the doorbell rang. After a few minutes, she saw her husband. Kusami was very confused to see his wife there, and from his clear voice, Kotake knew that this was him before his illness struck. After a bit of talking, Kotake accidentally slipped out. "Don't you have something for me? Something around this big." She almost immediately regretted why she said that. Kotake gave her such a confused expression, and she quickly said never mind. But Fusaki asked her, "So you come from the future? Do you know about my illness?" Kotake felt her heart drop. The letter was written to her after he was diagnosed, not before. She couldn't even give him a reply and simply nodded for him. But then Fusaki tried instead. He took out the envelope and gave it to her. "I didn't know how to tell you," he said. Kotake didn't dare to tell him the truth, what will happen to him in the future. And instead of telling him the truth, she simply said that he will get better in the future, even though she knows that that will never happen. After a few minutes, Fusaki reminded her of the coffee. She touched the cup. It was getting cold soon. She quickly drank a bit and called out for her husband. But Fusaki only stood there facing her backwards. She knew that it was for for her to quickly finish the drink and return to the presence. She drank all of it, and everything went blurry. She couldn't hear a thing. Then she saw Kosaki looking at her and saw his lips move, saying the words, "Thank you." She opened her eyes again. She was this time and the present. She was holding the brown envelope in her hands. She quickly ripped it open and looked at the envelope. It was written from Kosaki to Kotake, saying that one day, when his memory fades, when he no longer remembers who she is, he knows that Kotake will still be there for him as a nurse. But one day, if Kotake gets tired of him, if she doesn't want to do this job anymore, then he will accept it and let her go. Because he doesn't want her to do this all because of her similarity as a patient and a nurse, but as a husband and a wife. Karena bagaimanapun kita sebagai istri, he wrote in the letter. Reading the letter, she broke into tears. Tears falling down her eyes, she quickly got up. She decided that she wanted to leave the cafe and find her husband as quickly as possible. She prayed for drinks and slowly left the cafe. This story was taken from this book called Before the Coffee Gets Cold, written by Yoshika's book Kawaguchi. This series has not only 3 books, as you can see about 3 books, but there's actually 4. I just don't have the last one with me right now. These 2 books I bought at Gramedia, and they cost around 80,000 each, which is, I'll say, a pretty decent price for them. This one I bought during my trip in Australia, and it cost me $20 Australian dollars, which doesn't seem much until you change it to rupiah, which makes it $2,000, so it's quite expensive. If you enjoy watching those drama shows like K-drama, then I'll recommend you to read this book because it's very heartwarming and can be very sad sometimes. Personally, my favorite is the first book, but you can always read it to find out which one is your favorite. Something I strongly believe in is that we mustn't allow the death of a person to be the cause of unhappiness. The reason for that is simple. If we let everyone who dies be the cause of unhappiness, then people are born just to become unhappy. But the opposite is true. People are always born for the sake of happiness. A quote from the book Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Thank you.
Okay, now shall we call Miss Cecilia for the evaluation?
Thank you, Justin. Okay, Stella, how are you? Really? Yes, because your story is so interesting, right? This book is very well written, and you tell it with a really good storytelling. Like I said before, that you are a very well done storyteller because you love to read, and it shows about how you can tell the story in the book and how we can resonate with that. I love that you put your message at the end, how you connect it with the book, like how life is not when you're sad about someone's died, when you are unhappy about that, then life is for unhappiness, but it's not that, right? So I like that small touch at the end that make everything have a meaning out of it. I also enjoy you bring your cup of coffee. That's a really good demo up there. I would like to see, because you are quite nervous in the beginning, and it shows. It shows through what? Through your soft voice and fast pace. So your pace is quite fast. And by your voice that is quite soft, it sounds a little bit mumbling and hard to catch up. So my suggestion is try to lower your heart rate. There's an exercise other than breathing. We all know breathing, right? 3, 4, 5 breathing, right? But other than that, you can shake your head actually. Shake it hard. Why? Because this is pushing. Well, Aaron is directly shaking hard. Yeah? This is pushing your bloodstream to your finger, so it's distracting the bloodstream from your brain. Okay, so shake your hand will help to reduce the nervousness. But overall, a very interesting story, and I'm not a fan of fiction story, but you make me interested to read the book. So great job on that.
Thank you, Cecilia, for the introduction. Now we have 1 minute of challenge for everyone to give their feedbacks.
Okay, now let's go to the next speaker. Our next speaker today is someone from the class of Human again. Now let's welcome Josh Derrickford with the title of Batik.
Okay, Josh Derrickford, Batik, Josh Derrick. Your career is 8 or 10 minutes. The stage is yours. Good luck.
The sense is almost over.
Be careful, Josh.
Okay.
Before I start, I would like to ask your preference between these two pictures. I want you to choose which outfit is the best to use if you are in a meeting or at a job in an office. You're in an office or a meeting, what would you prefer to wear? Is it A or B?
B.
Batik.
B. Your one? I'm asking the picture. A lot of you guys choose B. For me, it's B too because it's much more unique than the plain one. Yes. Yes, batik. So, if you ask me why batik so special, batik is special because the first one is each design tells its own story. So, at here, it tells its own story or meaning. This meaning is you become the highest at your job and you become a very good example for your society. That's what this means. And it's called, the motif is called Sido Luhur, or it's actually Sida Luhur, but they call it Sido Luhur. So one more example is on the slide. As you can see, the motif name is Parang, Batik Parang. The name is, the meaning or the story is endless ocean and the endless wave in the ocean hitting rocks. So it's like endless energy facing obstacle, or simply never give up facing obstacle. That's it, the story. Second, the making of batik needed a very big dedication. So batik printing is quite easy, but this batik is quite hard to make. This batik tulis, the name, is quite hard because you need a very big dedication. So you have to make it a very long time. It will take you months, like 3 to 5 months to make, depend on its motif. Third, the motif is unique. So why is motif so special? Because people see the motif is very unique. So when you are wearing the batik at a meeting, so people's eye contact is with you. The most people eye contact with you if you're wearing batik. That's what I experienced very much. and there's no duplication of batik. So if you are wearing batik, there's no duplication. You can see people wearing the same batik as you. You are wearing the batik, is only one in the world. The fun fact is batik is only have one in the world. One motif, yeah. Not mean that batik only have one. Yeah. So just imagine if you have a clone in 2050s or 2100s. Imagine you have a clone of yourself wearing the same batik. It's quite annoying because people can't tell the difference between you two. So if you want people to tell your difference between you and your clone, just wear the different batik. Don't wear the same. So, fun fact, batik has been recognized by UNESCO as an Indonesian cultural heritage. What is UNESCO? UNESCO is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, which is doing the culturalization and stuff. This is what the organization work with. So the price of batik depends on the process. The longer it takes, the expensive the batik. So here, this is the batik Sido. It's only 2 million. I sell it for 2 million. Yeah, but if there's more expensive, it could be 1 million up to 10 million rupiah. Depends on the process. Yeah. So if you wanna buy my batik, just go at www.shop.batik.com, or you may type, or you may take a picture. So if you might be wondering why you should buy my batik, why don't buy another batik at another shop? The first one is when you are wearing a shirt and you wash it, yeah. When you wash it, the color may fade. So that's quite annoying. Like your favorite shirt is white, then you wash it, and turns pink. That's quite annoying when it turns pink. Then you might have to give it to somebody else, or you might just have to throw it. Yeah. So I would recommend you to buy because the color will never fade. Until you wear it months or even years or even forever, you wear it. You give it to your younger sister, your younger brother, or your brother. Everyone may wear. The second is the size will never change. So when you wear your batik, when you wear a batik older and older, your size will maybe getting a little bigger. So I would recommend you buying a little bigger your size from now. So because it will never change, you can wear it like I said this now. You can wear it months, years, or even forever. The third one is your favorite, 50% discount. 50% discount for today because tomorrow there's no discount anymore. It's only 2 million, but now today it's only 1 million. So it's only 10 batik, 10 batik, yeah. 10 batik have adalah, have Sido, and many more. It's only have 10 for 50% discount. So limited. So you have to be really quick to click that code www.shop.batik.com. So in order to get the 50% discount. So guys, jika kamu suka Indonesia, kamu harus menggunakan batik lah, which is kadang-kadang use bahasa Indonesia lah ya. So if you wear batik, you have shown the world how proud are you to your country, Indonesia. Yeah, and when if you show your country how proud are you to your country, then it means you love Indonesia. That's it from me. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I buy a batik? Sure. Here is this.
Okay. Now, let's invite Miss Christy to give the evaluation.
Thank you so much. Okay, so hi. How's your feeling?
Good.
Good. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, I see that you are very comfortable. You are very confident on the stage. And as before you go on stage, when I see your properties, I already know that Josh will go all out on his speech and is very well prepared. And as I can see now, you make an amazing presentation now. And one important thing for a businessman or what you are doing right now is to give the buyer or the audience the reason why they want to buy the product, and you present it very well. You explain the benefit of the batik. Batik cannot the color cannot fade, the size does not get bigger, cannot change. It is a very great move from your speech to sell or to sell the batik, and it is very convincing from you. And you also make comparison about the price to the audience, so they can feel that this batik is much more affordable rather than other expensive batik. You also give a time limit 50% discount for today. That is a very good move because who doesn't want a discount, right? So that makes an urgency for the audience or the buyer to purchase your product right now. It is a very good move from you. Okay, so if I can add, just add a little bit of me, you can add more power to your voice. Yeah. So it can be more convincing to the audience. Overall, your speech is very great. Okay, congratulations.
That was easy.
Okay, thank you, Christy. Now we have 1 minute of clarification.
Remember to say
Pointer please.
achieve? Let's repeat.
Kau satu semua.
Okay, nama speaker.
The one he has already.
I thought this result everyone cut off like that.
Yes, Lord.
Now this one. Cukup menarik lah. What is the worst? This what is the worst of the guy?
Ini high group like wow. Ini high.
Empat lah.
Mampu. Ini mana level?
Bisa apa?
Yang bawah ini.
Just see. You that time? Nah, you that time.
Everybody is not them love. Love is never
What? Also, 1 minute silence. 5 minutes silence. Okay, I don't have.
If MC, I can do look at Miss, PPT ku dibuka dulu Miss. Oke.
Hey.
Our last speaker for today, finally guys, is one from the class of Human. Let's welcome General Rena Costa as the title of Seni Mengevaluasi.
Sering mengevaluasi Rena Costa. The time will be the shockingly 20 to 30 minutes. Thank you, and the stage is yours.
I will run up to 1 hour. Apa itu mengevaluasi? Hadirin dan teman-teman seperjuangan saya, ada yang ingin memberikan opini? You want to give your opinion about what is evaluating? Anyone? Oke, saya akan berikan pendapat saya sendiri. Kalau kita melihat dalam Kamus Besar Bahasa Indonesia, mengevaluasi datang dari kata dasar evaluasi. Evaluasi dalam KBBI artinya penilaian. Dan dalam ranah yang lebih luas, penilaian itu bisa mencakup banyak hal. Penilaian tentang apa yang membuat suatu pembawaan pidato itu menjadi sangat berkesan, ataupun penilaian tentang apa-apa yang masih bisa dimaksimalkan. Sehingga saya mengambil kesimpulan bahwa saya mengevaluasi adalah mengenai menemukan yang memperkuat dan juga membangun agar maksimal. Tentunya untuk mencapai kedua tujuan tersebut, kita memerlukan satu atau dua metode yang tepat agar kedua tujuan ini bisa kita gapai. Dan hari ini saya ingin membagikan kepada hadirin sekalian tentang seni mengevaluasi. Saya ingin bertanya kepada teman-teman seperjuangan saya, Pak Speaker. Kalian sudah familiar dengan metode 3+1 ini?
Ya, sudah.
Sangat familiar?
Ya,
Sering digunakan?
ya.
Jadi di setiap kelas pasti ada sesi evaluasi. Dan metode ini adalah metode sejuta umat teman-teman di SMLONE. Metode yang sangat cocok untuk dipakai di segala kondisi dan tentunya hasilnya tidak usah diragukan lagi. Buktinya apa? Kita semua bisa di real stage di sini kan? Berarti efektif. Jika bagi hadirin yang belum mengetahui metode 3 tambah 1 ini apa, begini. Jika kita melihat ada angka 3, ada angka 1. Apa arti kedua angka tersebut? Kita lihat bersama di slide berikutnya. 3 merepresentasi 3 hal positif. Hal positif itu bisa berupa hal-hal yang menghidupkan suasana. Misalnya, tiba-tiba sepian, tiba-tiba speakernya itu membawakan suatu suasana yang baru. Misalnya tiba-tiba ia berinteraksi dengan Aaron. Saya berinteraksi dengan kamu. Hello. Okay. Lalu suasana tadi yang sudah sangat senyap, mulailah ada sedikit orang yang tertawa. Jika speaker yang melakukan hal seperti itu termasuk hal yang positif seperti itu. Ataupun hal-hal yang menambah kesan. Misalnya speaker cerita patah hati, nangis dia. Itu kan menambah kesan kita yang mendengarkan. Aduh, kasihan kali ya sama speakernya. Jadi itu adalah hal yang bisa kita masukkan di hal yang positif. Ataupun hal-hal yang memperdalam makna. Misalnya, saya ingin membawakan satu pidato motivasi. Kalau kita lihat motivator terkenal seperti Ibu Mary Riana, beliau kan sangat suka di sosial media TikTok memberikan motivasi dengan menggunakan analogi. Bukankah dengan begitu makna yang bisa kita dapatkan itu semakin diperdalam? Jadi itu termasuk hal yang positif dan juga hal-hal unik dan kreatif. Karena ada speaker, mereka sangat unik dan kreatif dalam membawakan pidatonya. Saya sangat ingat pernah ada seorang speaker. Beliau mengambil pisau di pembukaannya. Dia ambil pisau, kami penonton takut. Entah-entah ODGJ lempar pula ke kita. Jadi ini adalah hal-hal yang bisa kita masukkan di 3 hal positif. Dan kemudian satu merepresentasikan satu hal untuk ditingkatkan. Satu hal untuk apa? Hadirin? Satu hal untuk ditingkatkan. Apa aja yang terkandung dalam satu hal untuk ditingkatkan bisa berupa hal-hal yang dapat dimaksimalkan. Misalnya, pembicara ini sudah bagus, vokal dinamikanya dapat, gestur ekspresinya dapat, namun dia masih terlalu kaku. Dia nyaman di sini. Dari awal sampai akhir di sini aja. Bukankah bisa lebih maksimal? Misalnya poin 1 dia bergerak ke sini, poin kedua beliau bergerak ke sini, poin ketiga beliau bergerak di sini dan beliau membuatnya tepat di tengah. Ya bagus, tetapi ada hal yang masih diharapkan untuk dimaksimalkan. Itulah kita masukkan di satu hal untuk ditingkatkan. Atau misalnya hal-hal yang dilewatkan seperti posisi dagu. Dalam public speaking saya pernah diajari oleh salah seorang trainer kita, Miss Lisa. Posisi dagu kalau begini terlalu tinggi bisa mengindikasikan kesombongan. Hal yang sepele, satu dagu aja. Tetapi dampaknya ke hadirin itu bisa sangat intens sekali. Jadi itu hal yang bisa kita masukkan hal yang ditingkatkan. Ada yang bertanya, mengapa bukan hal yang negatif? Sekarang saya juga ingin bertanya kembali. Tujuan kita mengevaluasi itu sebenarnya apa? Ada yang ingin berbagi? Tujuan mengevaluasi? Yes.
It is to
Can I
make
know your name first?
Justin.
Yes, Justin.
It is to improve the speaker.
Yes, to improve the speaker atau untuk membantu speakernya itu berkembang.
Yeah.
Kita sampaikan hal negatif, tujuannya itu speaker itu berkembang. Kita sampaikan satu hal untuk ditingkatkan, tujuannya speaker berkembang juga. Jadi mengapa harus menggunakan cara yang kasar dengan menyebutkan hal negatif kalau kita bisa punya alternatif untuk satu hal untuk ditingkatkan? Tujuannya sama, tapi kenapa harus menggunakan cara yang lebih menyakitkan hati? Misalnya, dia bahasanya amburadul. Dibandingkan dengan saya bilang, woi bahasa kau kok jelek kali. Bukankah itu kan merusak pertemanan? Ada peribahasa, karena nila setitik, rusak susu sebelangga. Jadi kalau kita pakai hal negatif, karena secara evaluasi, rusak pertemanan selamanya. Dan kenapa harus 3 hal positif? Ini didasari tentang bagaimana seorang manusia ingin diperlakukan. Misalnya, saya ingin meminta seseorang. Okay, Brandon, can I ask you a question? Imagine, you have helped your friends really hard. First, he couldn't solve the math question, and you teach him until he won the Olympic. he didn't say thank you to you? Do you feel like sad?
I feel sad. I feel like, why should I teach him in the first place? Like, oh my god.
Do you want him to thank you as an appreciation?
Yes,
Yes.
but if he doesn't want or she doesn't want, yeah, I wouldn't.
But in your small heart, you always want to be appreciated for every work and every help you offer, right?
Sure.
Jadi ada kecenderungan seseorang setelah ia melakukan usahanya, ia ingin diapresiasi. Dan 3 hal positif inilah yang kita masukkan sebagai sarana kita untuk mengapresiasi. Karena membawakan pidato itu, mempersiapkan satu pidato itu nggak mudah, butuh banyak sekali dedikasi. Itulah kenapa sang speaker dalam hati kecilnya mereka ingin diapresiasi. Kemudian semakin lama saya berada di SMLONE, saya juga menyadari, saya semakin paham seni dalam evaluasi. Hal ini pun membawa saya ke dalam pemahaman yang lebih mendasar tentang seni evaluasi. Dan itu adalah apresiasi dan harapan. Tadi semua setuju kan? Siapa yang di sini yang nggak mau diapresiasi untuk usahanya? Tidak ada. Siapa yang mau diapresiasi untuk usahanya? Semua orang mengangkat tangan. Jadi hal seperti ini kemudian kita bawakan dalam memberikan evaluasi, apresiasi. Apa saja yang bisa kita apresiasi? Bagaimana kita menghargainya? Misalnya saya ingin mengapresiasi tadi speaker sebelum saya yaitu Jos Batik. Tahukah hadirin, Batik itu sempat diklaim oleh tetangga kita yang berinisial M. Kenapa bisa demikian? Karena mulai banyak sekali orang melupakan Batik. Dan saya begitu menghargai dia karena dia tahu kondisi itu dan dia berusaha untuk menyadarkan kita semua. Meskipun caranya berbeda, tetapi pada dasarnya dia menyadarkan kita bahwa saya ini Batik, ini adalah warisan budaya Indonesia. Itu adalah hal yang bisa kita hargai dan bukan mudah bagi seseorang untuk menemukan topik yang pas seperti itu. Mereka perlu berpikir di toilet, di mobil, di jalan. Apa ini kadang memuji. Kita memuji apa yang mereka lakukan dengan bagus. Misalnya kalau tangannya itu begitu aktif, kita bisa memuji. Wah, tangan kamu itu sangat aktif. Jadi saya bisa seakan-akan terindikasi loh. Kamu bilang ke kiri, maksud saya ke kiri. Oh, oke, berarti ke kiri. Itu juga adalah hal yang bisa kita puji dan juga hal yang kita kagumi. Misalnya speakernya itu berpakaian dengan sangat wah. Wajahnya sangat memesona. Kita juga bisa menyampaikan apa yang kita kagumi sebagai bahan kita dalam evaluasi. Itu sebagai bentuk apresiasi kita. Dan juga bentuk harapan. Harapan ini sama seperti hal yang untuk ditingkatkan. Karena kembali lagi seperti kata si Justin. Mengevaluasi tujuannya adalah agar seseorang berkembang. Berarti kita mengharapkan orang lain untuk berkembang. Benar bukan? Dan akan lebih sejuk mana? Begini, saya berikan analogi. Saya berikan kepada gadis-gadis di sebelah sana. Hello, girls, can I ask you a question? You, I am hoping you to improve. First way, I use you must. Second way, I use I hope you to. Which one sounds better in your heart? You must or I hope you to? YouTube. So itulah bagaimana seorang manusia ingin diperlakukan kita bawakan dalam mengevaluasi. Harapan apa saja? Harapan bagaimana kita berharap speakernya itu bisa memperdalam makna di dalam pembawaannya ataupun hal-hal yang bisa menambahkan kesan. Misalnya dia cerita sedih banget sampai dia nggak bisa hidup lagi, tapi dia nggak nangis. Itu kan masih bisa ditambah kesannya kalau dia menangis. Itulah hal yang bisa kita harapkan dalam pembawaan evaluasi kita. Dan pada akhirnya, kalau hadir masih ingat tadi di awal saya mengatakan evaluasi ada 2 tujuan. Menemukan yang memperkuat dan yang kedua membangun agar maju. Maksimal. Jadi pada akhirnya harapan ini kita berharap pembicaraan kita itu bisa memaksimalkan waktu pembawaannya. Sekarang saya sudah sharing kepada kalian tentang seni mengevaluasi. dan saya ingin mencoba pemahaman. Jadi begini, saya akan memberikan pidato singkat dan kemudian saya akan mengundang seseorang, boleh siapapun, untuk mencoba menerapkan metode 3+1 tadi atau metode apresiasi harapan bebas terhadap pembawaan saya. Semua bisa?
Bisa.
Satu orang saja yang datang. Aku tidak pernah menyangka aku bisa di sini. Awalnya mamaku hanya bilang, kau bicara gak jelas. Ia kemudian membawa aku ke sini. Dan aku pun menuruti apa kata ibuku. Aku masuk ke SMLONE di kelas SMP 1. Di sana aku belajar serius. Mengapa? Karena mama saya bilang pertemuannya sangat mahal. Aku belajar serius dan akhirnya aku lulus stage. Di stage pertama aku dapat C. Saya tidak bohong. Lalu saya pun lanjut ke Monitor Society program. Dan di sanalah saya bertemu dengan sosok yang bernama Sir Dimas Bagas. Di bawah bimbingan Sir Dimas, barulah saya berkembang menjadi saya yang sekarang. Dan hari ini saya ingin mengapresiasi sosok Sir Dimas Bagas. Alright, audiens, baiklah audiens, saya sudah memberikan pidato singkat saya. Dan seperti tadi, ada yang ingin memberikan evaluasinya kepada saya? Yes, Justin, can you please come forward? Firstly, method you will use apresiasi harapan, appreciation and hope, or the 3+1 method. 3+1 method. Seperti yang saya katakan, metode sejuta umat teman-teman SMLONE.
Okay. So, your emotion very good. It makes all of them know that you are being stressed. Your mom force you to join SMLONE like that because the expense is too high or something like that. That is very good. And then next, you are very amusing. You are you can interact with the audience. You know how the audience feels kinda like that. And then I really like that. Then next, you give hope to the audience. Because after you said it's because of Sir Dimas, you immediately feel happy like that. That's what I like. But one thing you can improve is that you keep walking like this.
Okay.
You keep walking like this. And with your head always like this.
Okay.
It looks like you worried, right? But some people can't concentrate with what you're saying. People can't. All they do is, oh no, Rita is so stressed. I don't know what he's talking about. All I know is he's so stressed. With that, because they won't really get your message because of that. So that's one thing you can improve on. Try to don't always put your hand like this. Even though you feel so stressed, and don't always talk put even the destination let the audience generate know what you're saying Don't make the people think all the people see is you walking
Okay. Thank you so much, Justin. Justin, wow, lumayan sangat lengkap. Ayo kita putar balik ketika Justin menyampaikan pidato. Presentasinya tentang evaluasinya kepada saya. Justin bilang, tangan aku ini mengindikasikan orang stres. Dan dia menjelaskannya kenapa. Kita putar dikit. Dia hanya bilang, tanganku gini gak bagus. Harus ditingkatkan. Kemudian saya bertanya kepada diri saya, ini salahnya apa sih? Ini kan stretching nih. Bagus untuk kesehatan kan? Kiri, kanan. Kan bagus untuk kelenturan otot leher. Tapi setelah dijelaskan, makanya saya tidak akan bingung lagi. Itulah satu hal yang sangat esensial dalam mengevaluasi, penjelasan. Karena tanpa penjelasan, semua evaluasi itu akan terasa menggantung. Kalau menggantung, emang kamu mau melakukannya? Misalnya begini, saya bertanya kepada sosok Jos, saya bilang kepada kamu, Jos, di dalam satu ruangan ada uang yang suka kamu mau berapa ada di dalam sana. Dan sampai ke sana kamu tinggal coba aja masuk pinnya. PIN-nya ada 1000 digit. Kamu coba aja. Jos, apakah kamu mau pergi ambil uangnya? 1000 digit itu 100 tahun pun nggak bisa. Kamu mau? Belum tentu kan, Jos. Tapi kalau saya bilang kepada kamu, Jos, PIN-nya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pokoknya sampai habis. Kamu pasti akan pergi mengambil uangnya. Nggak tahu kan? Pasti kan, Jos. Kenapa, Jos?
Karena kan sudah diberikan penjelasan.
Diberikan penjelasan. Jadi instruksi saya kepada Jos tidak mengantuk sehingga Jos ingin melakukannya. Inilah yang paling penting, penjelasan. Dan kita coba lihat contohnya di public speaking kan, membawakan pidato. Cara Anda membawakan pidato itu sangat komplit. Komplit. Apa yang komplit? Mie yang komplit. Bakso komplit. Mie yang komplit. Kue yang komplit. Komplit apa? Kita bandingkan dengan yang kedua. Cara Anda membawakan pidato itu sangat komplit loh. Dari awal sampai akhir, gestur tangan Anda sangat mendukung apa yang Anda ceritakan. Sehingga kita yang mendengar pun bisa mengerti apa yang kamu ceritakan. Kita bisa seolah-olah berada di dalamnya. Kita bandingkan. Kalau saya hari ini memberikan evaluasi itu kepada Nona yang memakai headset, boleh saya minta perhatian Anda bisa lebih mengerti yang mana? Yang sebelah kiri atau yang sebelah kanan? Yang kanan kan? Karena ada more explanation ataupun penjelasan. Tetapi bagaimana kita bisa memberikan penjelasan? Ada 2 tips yang bisa saya bagikan. Pertama, menggunakan teknik trap. Apa itu trap? Kita berbeda bersama. Trap. P yang pertama adalah poin. Misalnya kita menyaksikan suatu pembawaan pidato. Oh, rupanya speakernya buka pakai question. Itu adalah satu hal positif yang bisa kita masukkan di evaluasi atau hal yang harus kita apresiasi. Berarti dapat itu poin. And then reason. Kita menjelaskan mengapa dengan menggunakan pertanyaan itu menjadikan pembawaannya bagus. Itulah reason kita jelaskan. Misalnya setelah dia menggunakan pertanyaan, banyak atensi orang itu didapat, perhatian orang itu dapat ke dia. Itulah reason. Dan juga example. Contoh, kita berikan contoh. Jadi misalnya ketika saya buka dengan pertanyaan, tiba-tiba Sir yang sedang bermain HP itu melihat ke saya. Anggap melihat ke saya. Kita sebagai evaluator menyadarinya. Kita masukkan itu sebagai example. Jadi kita berikan penjelasan kepada speaker bahwasanya yang kita sampaikan itu benar apa adanya, bukan hal yang kita karang-karang biar dia suka, biar kita gak permusuhan. Itulah example yang bisa kita terapkan. Dan poin yang terakhir adalah bagaimana kita menyimpulkannya kembali. Jadi kita bisa buat seperti ini. Tadi saya melihat Anda membuka dengan pertanyaan. Menurut saya itu adalah langkah yang sangat tepat karena kamu bisa mendapatkan perhatian dari semua hadirin Anda. Contohnya di awal, ketika itu saya lihat ada seorang bapak sedang memperhatikan HP-nya. Ketika kamu buka dengan pertanyaan itu, bapak itu langsung mengarahkan pandangan kamu ke sana. Berarti kamu sudah sukses untuk menggait perhatian semua orang di awal. Jadi pertahankan pembukaan dengan pertanyaan. Inilah metode PREP yang bisa kita lakukan. Dengan begitu, evaluasi yang kita sampaikan tidak akan mengganggu. Metode yang kedua sangat simpel, menggunakan adik simbah atau dalam bahasa Inggrisnya 5W tambah 1H. Contoh yang saya sampaikan bisa berbeda yang ada di slide ya. Apa? Kita coba bertanya kepada diri kita. Apa sih yang sangat mencolok dari pembawaan speaker ini? Lalu kita tanya gimana? Di bagian mana sih yang mencoloknya itu? Atau di bagian mana sih speaker itu bisa menerapkan satu misalnya vokal dinamika sehingga kesannya itu lebih dapat? Itulah di mana. Lalu kapan? Sama seperti di mana? Di momen kapan sih pembicara bisa menerapkan hal yang kita harapkan kepadanya? Lalu siapa? Kita bisa bertanya siapa sih yang merasa lebih diuntungkan kalau si speaker ini menerapkan apa yang kita coba. Misalnya speakernya itu berbicara dengan volume yang sedikit kecil. Kita berikan harapan kepada dia bahwa semoga ke depannya pembawa Anda bisa dengan volume yang lebih jelas. Siapa yang diuntungkan? Orang yang duduk di belakang. Karena speaker tentu punya cerita masing-masing untuk disampaikan. Dan cerita yang sangat bagus ini harus sampai ke orang belakang. Jadi orang belakang yang akan merasa diuntungkan. Itu pengembangan siapa dan juga mengapa. Coba tanya kepada dirimu. Mengapa dengan buat demikian, saya merasa demikian. Mengapa speaker buka dengan pertanyaan, saya merasa tertarik untuk mendengarkannya. Itulah mengapa, dan paling terakhir bagaimana. Bagaimana itu lebih ke bagian harapan atau satu hal untuk ditingkatkan. Kita coba berikan solusi. Jangan kita hanya bisa mengucapkan, tapi kita tidak tahu bagaimana memberitahu bahwasanya ya harus seperti apa sih baru yang kita harapkan itu bisa terjadi kepadanya. Itulah pola pengembangan bagaimana. Pada dasarnya metode anti-simbah itu adalah terus bertanya kepada diri kita sendiri dan jawaban itu semua kita rangkum dalam satu pembawaan pidato yang sangat lengkap. Baik, saya ingin berinteraksi lagi. Saya ingin bertanya kepada Dewan Juri. Dewan Juri, tadi ada metode fact dan metode anti-simbah. Menurut Dewan Juri sendiri, Dewan Juri lebih sering menggunakan yang mana? Fact atau anti-simbah? Depends. Kebanyakan
adalah fact.
Bagaimana dengan Dewan Juri yang lain? Fact juga. Baik, fact memang juga adalah metode 1 juta umat SMLONE. Semua training pasti tahu metode fact. Dan anti-simbah ini hanyalah sebagai suatu alternatif yang lebih mendasar. Sampai di sini? Belum. Pilihan kata juga adalah hal yang harus kita perhatikan. Kita berikan contoh. Pembawaan Anda sangat bagus, tapi bahasa Anda amburadul. Cobalah saya coba puji. Misalnya saya puji Aaron, kamu itu ganteng banget. Tapi bohong. Sakit hati. Jadi kata tapi ini cuma satu tapi aja 4 huruf. Tapi ini membawakan satu kesan PHP. Di PHP orang. Siapa sih yang mau di PHP orang? Ada yang mau di PHP orang? Tidak ada kan? Maka dalam evaluasi pun kita berusaha lah untuk menghindarkan penggunaan kata tapi. Tapi menghindarkannya bagaimana? Ini menjawab pertanyaan saya sendiri. Materi saya sendiri saya bilang nggak boleh bergantung, jadi saya akan berikan contoh alternatifnya. Pembawaan Anda sangat bagus dan kedepannya saya berharap unsur bahasa dapat Anda maksimalkan dalam pembawaan Anda yang sudah sangat bagus ini. Saya ingin bertanya lagi, menurut Bapak, bolehkah Bapak berbagi pendapat? Kalau Bapak mendapatkan evaluasi yang sebelah kiri atau yang sebelah kanan, mana yang lebih menunjukkan lihat? Sebelah kanan. Semua setuju? Setuju. Jadi cobalah ganti kata tapi dengan kata dan kedepannya. Ini juga berlaku seperti penggunaan kata tapi harus dan perlu. Sedikit aja harus dan perlu itu seperti memerintah. Saya berikan analogi lainnya. Misalnya ada ibu guru kita bilang kepada kita, muridku, kamu harus rajin belajar. Muridku, belajarlah dengan dia. Harapannya kamu bisa sukses. Saya ingin bertanya kepada Noda di baris belakang yang sedang lihat HP. Ya Anda. Boleh saya tahu ke mana? Ya. Oke. Bandingkan contoh pertama. Muridku, kamu harus rajin belajar. Muridku, belajarlah dengan giat agar kamu sukses. Kalau kamu di posisi murid, lebih menyejukkan yang mana? Yang kedua kan, harapannya agar. Jadi sama seperti dalam hidup, kita lebih menyejukkan mendengar yang di sebelah kanan. Dan juga kata cukup. Sebenarnya cukup ini bukan hal yang salah. Cukup itu kalau kita cek arti kamusnya itu artinya berada di tengah. Tetapi cukup dalam implementasinya di masyarakat itu lebih dikenal dalam arti seperti ini. Aku mau bilang jelek, tapi aku tak mau bilang jelek. Jadi aku pakai kata cukup. Cukup itu rancu. Jadi daripada kita menggunakan kata cukup dan malah meninggalkan satu kesan pertanyaan, kita coba menggunakan alternatif ini, berharap. Ya, mungkin kalian akan bertanya, apa hubungan cukup sama berharap? kita menggunakan cukup, kita ambil premis bahwa saya cukup itu buruk tapi nggak mau dibilang buruk. Berarti ada hal yang ingin dimaksimalkan. Maka yang sama kita gunakanlah berharap. Kita berharap apa sih yang bisa ditingkatkan. Jadi ini juga berlaku cukup, kurang, dan lumayan. Kok kurang memang konotasinya negatif, lumayan sama seperti cukup. Mau bilang buruk, tapi nggak mau bilang buruk. Jadi mengevaluasi itu pada dasarnya adalah bagaimana kita melihat diri kita ingin diperlakukan dan kita membawa bagaimana yang kita inginkan itu kepada orang lain. Saya ingin dihargai, maka saya hargailah orang lain. Saya ingin orang lain memberikan harapan jika mereka ingin saya berkembang, maka saya berikan juga harapan itu kepada mereka jika saya ingin berkembang. Pada dasarnya mengevaluasi ini semua elemen-elemennya itu berkaitan dengan hidup kita dan berkaitan dengan cara kita ingin berlakukan. Maka dari itu, ini membawakan saya kepada satu pemahaman. Ini saya berikan contoh, saya berfungsi juga. Ini adalah beberapa contoh kata-kata yang saya singgung tadi. Penggunaannya ini ada yang terkesan rancu, ada yang terkesan seperti memerintah. Dan pada akhirnya, yang saya dapatkan dari semua setelah bertahun-tahun dan pengalaman saya dalam evaluasi adalah evaluasi itu adalah mengenai apresiasi dan harapan. Evaluasi itu hanyalah mengenai apresiasi dan harapan.
Wow, you teach me so much about evaluation that I feel like you can be teacher already.
I'm not a teacher. Thank you.
But it can be. Okay.
Now let's invite Miss Cecilia to give the question to the speaker.
Thank you, Aaron, and also Jessica. Hi, Reina.
Hi, Miss.
How have you been since this morning? You're the MC for the morning session, right? Not really? Not tired?
Because real estate is a positive place. When you are in a positive place, your energy is unlimited.
Good, very, very good. I would like to touch some of the points that you gave. Theoretically, this is amazing, right? You have bring a good theoretical telling to us. You share all the points really well done. For the technicality parts, I will give little feedback on how to build the participations. This is one of the things I think in the beginning, especially when you open it, you open really well. You have this loud, charming voice that can attract all the audience attentions. But by giving them a chance to volunteer in the beginning, it's like you're expecting them to give you something back in the beginning, and that is quite sudden for the audience. Some of them may be your best friends here. Some of them might just the first time hearing you, so it's kind of shocking value. I would not suggest to give that volunteering experience in the beginning, especially if the question is not yes or no question. You can give like, are you agree? If you agree, you can raise hand. I think they will participate more. Okay, that is on the technicality part. Another part is about the audience engagement manner. I really appreciate all the feedbacks that you have gathered here. I think you captured the essence of SMLONE's feedback and evaluations really, really well. And you're able to tell and share with all your friends by hoping that they can apply this to their future, right? Which is really, really good. But so one thing, this is actually the same feedback I gave you yesterday, which is remember to appreciate your volunteer.
Oh, yeah.
Just now you have appreciated Justin when he go on stage, which is really good. But don't forget to appreciate Brandon as well.
Oh.
To appreciate the others,
Yes.
right? Carlista as well. So appreciate them, to tell them that, okay, thank you for participating. Thank you for giving your attention. I value that, okay? So appreciation is really important. Because even though the spotlight is on us, we are still very, very responsible to give the spotlight back to the audience, right? Because you ask them to volunteer. And also, I will like, if I were the speaker, I will try to prevent calling the audience gadis. Because this is sounding kind of not proper, I will prefer to call it ladies. That will be sound much better, okay? Another part is, I will try to prevent calling specifically for the audience that is not paying attention to me. I think that is putting the audience to a spotlight where they have no chance but to give attention to you. Especially when you call what they're actually doing, whether they are playing their phone, maybe they have something urgent going on. So the audience actually is not owing you any attention. It's our job to gather their attention, right? So I will prevent from calling directly what they do and also why they should give me attention. That's the audience flow. Maybe this is not the topic they enjoy. Maybe this is they never heard you speak. They never know how charming you are when you're speaking. So there is much reasons why they are not giving you attention, and it's okay. It's okay. As a speaker, we don't have to gather everyone's attention. It's okay. Okay. Overall, this is really good, Reina. You are really well done in theoretically. You are really well done in technicality, and this is a good practice of you for telling and training and sharing your knowledge to the audience. But remember, knowing, telling is different from doing. So I hope in the future you can practice more, and I hope you can apply all of this because you are a very, very good speaker. Okay? Good job, Reina.
That was easy. Thank you, Mrs. Mia. Now we have a 1 minute silence. Tell this promotion like this. That also I can call all the things. It's okay.
Yes. Almost 18 seconds.
Oh yeah. But I asked everyone is kind or endorsement from
Running from the house. Now it comes usually this expresses one outside. They care about the outside. Right? And how this applies is the next coming days meeting. For example, this one July, and we will join this session. So the general
I think already done all of them. Here is already checked. But check put it into the chat box.
Okay.
got the question already. Oh, everyone, I think our thing is done a marvelous job today. Right, everyone?
Yes.
If yes, so of you please say hooray!
Hooray!
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go!
Hooray!
Good job.
So now, before we give the awards, we would like to tell you some special promotion. So, for the new books, this is all only for today. So make sure to do it now, I guess. Usually the price is 600k. I know. That's why it's so expensive, right? But now, as everyone is so kind to discount it to 500k. And plus, you'll get merchandise from SML1. It could be a t-shirt, a tote bag from the excellent team, or a notebook from SML1. Next, for the promotion for new stage, if you usually the price is 490,000 rupiah. Now, since SML is so kind again, SML want to make it into 399,000. Also, you will pay it now, and it will apply for your next year stage. For the next year stage, you don't need to pay anymore. But it will only last for 1 year. Example, you join this year stage in July. Next year stage, if you do it in next August, doesn't apply. But if you do this year stage in July, but you do the next year stage in next January, it will apply. So, that will be our promo for today. And now, yes.
Okay, and now let's invite Miss Cecilia to come and give the badge and one for the thing.
Yeah.
Within a year, some this July still. This July still. You have to say July.
Mine. Wait.
So you
Ya, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Congratulations. Enjoy.
Let's go to Surgeon Brandon Chang.
Oke, saya dulu. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now let's invite Surgeon Felix Mangkasa to take the badge and
Here's your
satu dua tiga. Oke.
Now let's give my Kalista come and take the best certificate.
Oke, satu dua tiga.
So now, let us invite Miss Kitty to the stage. So, next, I would like to invite Valencia Wibowo.
Oke, satu dua tiga.
Okay. Now, I would like to invite Sergeant Chairman Anthony to take the certificate and the badge.
Oke, satu dua tiga. Oke.
Now, next, I would like to invite Stella and Info to take the certificate and the badge.
Oke, satu dua tiga.
I would like to invite Josh Derrickson to take the certificate and the badge.
Wait. Satu dua tiga. Oke.
Last but not least, I would like to invite General Reno Falstaff for the certificate and the badge.
Smile.
Oke, satu dua tiga. Oke.
Please, you may now go back. Thank you.
Okay guys, before we end our this stage, please come and take photo with us. Come, trainers and trainees may come take a photo together.
Ayo yang merasa tinggi, sadar diri, kita bunuh dirinya di belakang. Boleh kelihatan satu ya?
Satu dua tiga. Oke, ini ya. Mulai ya.
Siapa sih?
Mereka.
Practice terus Lamis.
Yeah, practice, let's go.
Okay, everyone, SMLONE!
Making you value.
Okay, please start the real one ya. SMLONE!
Making you value.
Really good? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
and the audience to come and witness our amazing trainees' performances.
Thank you and congratulations to everyone here.